What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, award-winning hedge fund trader. I've been trading and investing for over 15 years, and I learned to trade while working at a fund in New York City. My very first job out of college in 2007, and then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Fast forward, folks, I am now the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. Tomorrow's the day. It all comes down to tomorrow, folks. It all comes down to tomorrow. All of the questions that everybody has of is the market going to continue to new lows this year? Is the bottom in? Is it now time to start buying dips? Those questions are most likely going to be answered tomorrow. You've had a massive push-pull in the overall market since you got your jobs number come out last Friday. That jobs number is something that bulls and bears alike are arguing works in their favor. Well, they both can't be right. You can't have one piece of economic data support bears and support the bulls, but they're both making that argument. Now, the reason for that, guys, is because bears think jobs were, first of all, if you guys missed the jobs number on Friday, the jobs number was double what it was expected. They were expected to add 258,000 new jobs. Instead, we added 528,000 new jobs, more than doubled. Okay, we basically doubled the expectation of new jobs. That number makes bears think, well, see, the jobs market is still too hot. That's going to keep inflation high for longer. That's going to mean the Fed's going to have to be more aggressive for longer, which increases the chances of a little bit of a deeper recession. Bulls, on the other hand, look at that piece of data and say, nope, see, the jobs market is still strong. Unemployment is at 50-year lows. You cannot physically have a deeper recession with unemployment as low as it is. Jerome Powell's been telling you for months that the economy and labor market is strong enough to withstand rate hikes and to withstand monetary policy tightening. The Fed has told you for months that they believe they can still pull off a soft landing and slow this economy down to bring down inflation without pushing things into a bad recession. They believe that they can do that. And the bulls are saying, see, we told you things are not as bad as everybody thought. Both sides of the trade, bulls and bears, made an argument that Friday works in their favor. They both can't be right. We're going to most likely find out tomorrow who is right, which argument is correct. Are the bears correct in thinking that that jobs number is going to keep inflation high? Or are the bulls correct that what the Fed has done is enough to bring down inflation while still keeping the unemployment market very firm, very strong, and very stable? If the bottom is in, and I'm going to tell you guys about why tomorrow answers that question. We're going to talk about that on this live stream. But everybody wants to know, is the bottom in it? Now, I've been on this live stream for the last several months. I told you I was adding in my long-term portfolio. Hell, June 17th, which is the low of the year, I added in my long-term portfolio a nice big fat chunk. And I came on this live stream that same exact day. And I told you, guys, I added in my long-term portfolio. But too many people were too scared to do so. Too many people said, no, 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 no. Everybody else told me the market's going to go down 70%. The world's going to end. So I'm not going to add anything in my long-term portfolio. Well, now those exact same people are kicking themselves in the ass. And those exact same people are the ones messaging me asking, is the bottom in and should I start buying stocks? You're going to find out if the bottom is in based on inflation data tomorrow. That's the problem with trying to pick exact bottoms in the market. I told you for months, do not try to pick the exact bottom. Find areas of the market where you have support zones and add in your long-term portfolio as the markets reach those levels. It's exactly what we did in May when the SPY got to 3,800. It's exactly what we did in June when the SPY got to 3,600 because I had three levels, 3,800, 3,600, and like 34, 3,500. Those are my three levels that I was going to be a buyer. And I got to two of them, and you know it, I was a buyer. May 10th and June 17th. Don't believe me? Go back and watch my live streams. They're all right here on this YouTube channel. I tell you the days that I added in my long-term portfolio. The individual stocks that I bought That's for Teach the members only. But you guys will know exactly what days it is that I started adding in my long-term portfolio. Some of those stocks are up already 30, 40, 50%, and it's only been about a month and a half. Imagine what the percentage gains on those stocks can be a year, 2 years, or even 3 years from now. Okay. So is it time to start buying dips? Well, if the bottom is in, then yes, you're going to have to start looking to buy dips. For those people that have been sitting on the sidelines that have not put anything in their long-term portfolios here yet, you're going to have to start looking for opportunities to buy dips if the bottom is in. Okay. Then you're going to have to change your entire mindset. So far this year, we have been short-minded the whole year. From January up until July, in True Trading Group, we have been short-minded, meaning every time the markets have rallied, we have shorted stuff. Okay. Yes, we went long a couple times this year. We caught a couple of the bear market rallies where sentiment was just completely overdone to the downside and you were going to get a technical bounce. We did go long a couple times this year. Turned out to be the right calls. But if the bottom is in, you have to change that mindset now. From shorting rallies, you have to then start looking to buy dips. The inflation comes down. If inflation comes down tomorrow, significantly lower than the expectation, that means that the Fed is winning. The Fed is actually successful in bringing down inflation while still maintaining a stable jobs market. And the possibility of a soft landing increases if the Fed is winning. If the Fed is winning the fight against inflation, that means that the soft landing possibility increases. If the number comes in red hot tomorrow, then all of a sudden you have to be looking at a different type of environment where the recent rally that you've seen in July, you look for it to get erased. You look for it to get wiped out. You look for everyone then to say, okay, well, inflation has not peaked. The Fed is not winning. It's not working. Inflation is not coming down. And there eventually that job market will then crack and you look for the market to then move to the downside. That's why tomorrow's number is so important, because I believe tomorrow's inflation number is going to actually set the tone for the entire next month of trading. You do not have a Fed meeting in August. You have a Fed meeting in September. Depending on what the inflation number is tomorrow, and I'm going to go over this in great detail on this live stream. Don't worry about it. I'm going to talk about this in great detail. This is just a quick little kind of summary of what I'm looking at. But I'm going to go over this in detail on this live. That inflation number, depending on what it is, will dictate, I think, the overall sentiment of the market for the rest of the month. Whether you're going to look to buy dips or if you're going to continue to short rallies, if you look for momentum to the downside, or if there's going to be more momentum to the upside. You've had a lot of momentum to the upside in the month of July. If that continues, then you have a lot more room to the upside where the SPY can actually get to the 200-day moving average and go to 430. Okay, a lot of positive things are happening though. The price of gasoline has come down significantly. The price of food has come down significantly. Real estate prices are beginning to cool. The price of wheat and corn are back below the price levels that they were before the Ukraine invasion. Don't forget how much the price of wheat and food prices skyrocketed on the back of the Russia-Ukraine invasion. The prices of wheat are now back to those levels. You take a look at gas prices and oil prices. The prices of oil and the prices of gasoline prices have come down about $1 a gallon at the pump. Now, are they still high at $4? Yeah, but $4 is a lot better than $5. So you're seeing a relief in a lot of your inflation data and a lot of your inflation numbers. All right, I've got a goal for this live stream, folks. It's an if this, then that. My goal is to get you ready for what has the potential to be a massive day for the overall markets tomorrow, and a day when we get the answer, are we headed towards another stock market crash, or did we bottom, and how do you make money going forward from here? That is the potential that you have for tomorrow. I cannot stress enough the importance of tomorrow's number. And there were debates on CNBC about this today, about how important is tomorrow's number. It's pretty damn important for the reasons that I just explained to you, because it's going to feed directly into the thoughts and the argument that bulls and bears have had for the last couple of days. For the last couple of days, the markets haven't gone anywhere. The markets have basically just done this as everyone tries to figure out, well, is that jobs number good or bad? You're going to find out tomorrow if it's good or bad. If inflation came down, it's good. If inflation went up, that jobs number is bad. And I'm going to give you guys game plans right here on this live stream on what to do depending on what that inflation number is tomorrow. Now, I'll give you what my thoughts are on what I think the inflation number is going to be tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't know what the actual inflation number is going to be. It comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. I will be live with my members inside chat when that number comes out so we can talk about the number, go over the market reaction, and plan out our day accordingly. But tomorrow is not just about tomorrow. It is about the rest of the month, and it could possibly be about the rest of the year. That's why this is so important. Tomorrow has the potential to be the biggest single most important piece of economic data that you have gotten so far all year, specifically because there's not a Fed meeting in August, which means you will not get a rate hike in August. You'll get one in September. And depending on what that inflation number is going to directly impact the rate hike in September. Does the Fed give you another 75 basis points in September? I don't think they do if this inflation number comes in light tomorrow. If that inflation number comes in hot, you bet your ass you're getting 75 basis points in September. That's going to set the tone for the entire rest of the year. And we're here today on this live stream to walk you through it, to talk about it, to break it all down so you are better prepared to deal with what happens tomorrow and to also deal with what happens for the remainder of the year. Before I get into my breakdown on this stuff for tomorrow, I want to answer the top 5 questions that I got, today on this topic. I'm going to be breaking down all of these things for you guys here today. All right, so we got a bunch of questions from members. I also got a bunch of questions from non-members. If you guys are not members of True Trading Group and you want to follow me on Twitter, you can go do so. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. It is at MikeEdward_TTG. I'm always posting market commentary, trade analysis, and ideas. You guys can go ahead and follow me there on Twitter. But again, we're going to answer the top 5 most commonly asked questions that I have gotten from both members and non-members alike. So we can go ahead, guys, and begin that top 5 question section of this live stream before I get into the bigger picture on what we're going to do here going into tomorrow. All right. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's break things down. Let's head on over to the first question of the day. Okay. First question. You said volatility and opportunity exists more in bear markets. If inflation is light, is the opportunity over? Why or why not? No. The opportunity that you are going to have for the rest of this year is immense. It is immense. I cannot stress this enough. I told you guys earlier this year that this was going to be the year of the active trader. If you followed my live stream for a while, you'll know that from November of 2021 all the way through this year, I told you that 2022 will be the year of the active trader because the volatility is going to be up, and that's going to provide tremendous opportunities for us. The market is still down significantly this year, okay? Down significantly this year. If inflation comes in light, if the bottom is in, if the markets do continue to move higher, doesn't mean that the opportunity is over. That means that the opportunity has just begun because now you feel confident that the bottom is actually in, and then people will feel more confident coming back in and investing into the markets if they feel that the bottom is in June. All of the question marks and all of the fear and all of the scared people that have been out there that have listened to these horrible media outlets that have somehow convinced people that the market was going to go down 80% when the S&P 500's never really gone down 80%. You go back to the worst recessions that we've ever had, 08, the dot-com bubble, okay, the 70s and 80s with the Volcker recession. We've never gone down anywhere near 80%. Hell, in 2008, which is labeled the Great Recession, it's labeled that for a reason because it's the worst recession that we've ever had. The Great Recession, the S&P only went down about 55%. So all these people that are talking about, it's 70%, 80% decline, totally full of crap, totally full of garbage. Those people do not make money when you make money. Those people make money when you watch or read their garbage. That's why they play on fear. That's why they fearmonger you. There's actually been studies done when it comes to advertising. You want to know what gets people's attention most, which emotion you play on? It is fear. And that is why you see so many people, as soon as the stock markets go down, they try to scare you. Rather, they should be trying to tell you that this is an opportunity because markets don't go down as much as they did this year very often. As a matter of fact, there have not really been Well, all that many instances where the markets have gone down more than 20% in a single year. But you want to know the one constant that's happened every single time that you've gotten that in history? Don't believe me. Go back and look at the charts. The charts don't lie. Every single time the S&P 500 has gone down more than 20% in 1 year, it proved to be a buying opportunity. And every single one of those instances, if you bought when the S&P was down 20, 21, 22, 23%, if you bought at that exact moment, even if you were early, even if it was 2008 and you bought down 22% and we ended up going down 55, even if you were that early, you were 50% early on the crash of 2008. By the end of 2009, you were up money. Yes, that is how crazy things are, and that is how much of an opportunity that there is. So rather than me coming on these live streams and telling you, oh, the sky is ending, the sky is falling, the world is ending, what have I done every single month this year? I've told you that this is an opportunity. I told you that if you missed the COVID crash, I told you that if you missed the 08 crash and you did not invest during those time periods because you were too fearful, that this would be an opportunity for you in long-term portfolios. I told you I was buying in my long-term portfolio. We are now up anywhere from 15 to 50% on the positions that we bought in June. That is opportunity. Okay? This environment that you're in now, even if the inflation number comes in light, now you know that the bottom, you feel comfortable that the bottom is in, and you can look for the markets to recover into the end of the year. And I think the markets would recover into the end of the year, and you could be looking at a situation where the markets actually recover and surprise the hell out of everybody. Because if the jobs market remains as stable as it is, if unemployment stays at all-time lows, okay, if you have corporate earnings were nowhere near as bad as everybody expected them to be, have they been great and fantastic? No. Has there been a slowdown in the economy? Yes. But was a slowdown obvious, and was a slowdown needed and necessary? Yes. You can't grow at the same rate that you were growing in 2021. It's not possible. It's not feasible. The U.S. economy is far too big. You can't grow at a 5, 6, 7% pace when you're the biggest economy in the entire world. If you're a small little country in South America, yeah, maybe you can grow at a 7% rate because your economy is this big. But in the United States, you can't sustain that type of growth. The economy had to slow. And everybody is scared of the word recession because you think it's 2008. It is not. So the opportunity is just getting started if that number comes in light. Okay, if that number comes in light, the opportunity is just beginning, if you guys want my honest opinion. Next question. Are we in the technical definition of a recession? And if so, has the jobs market helped? Why or why not? That's a fantastic question. Whoever did ask that one. That is a fantastic question. Okay, that is a fantastic question. Yes, we are in the technical definition of a recession. The technical definition is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. But the reason why you've been hearing about people on television and also coming out of the White House about arguing that, well, we might need to change the definition of a recession, or that's not really the definition of recession. Yes, it is. The technical definition of recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. That's it. That is the definition. Okay? Literally. That's the definition. Okay? The reason why people are arguing against it is because we've never in history had a scenario where you had negative GDP growth for 2 consecutive quarters with unemployment actually going down. And that is exactly what happened here this year. Unemployment went down. Unemployment just went from 3.6 to 3.5. That is a 50-year low. You cannot have a bad recession if everybody has a job. And that's why this recession is unlike anything that we've ever experienced before, which I've told you that we're going to have a recession this year. I told you early this year we're going to have a recession, but it's going to be unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. And because the jobs market is as tight as it is, a lot of rules in the economic textbook have been rewritten because of COVID. You lost 22 million jobs because of COVID. All we've done is regain those 22 million jobs. That's all we've done. We essentially have gone back to where we were prior to COVID. Yes, of course, you're going to get a negative GDP number because inventory levels are completely out of whack. So your GDP numbers are completely out of whack because all of these companies, all the supply chain issues when the economies were shut down, left major supply and demand disruptions in supply chain. So companies like Peloton, like Target, companies that have had to now slash their inventory prices because they bought way too much, They ordered way in advance. They pulled all that inventory forward to meet that increase in demand because the supply chains were so out of whack, they couldn't get their product. And when they could, it took months. So they ordered all of the inventory ahead. And now that the economy has slowed, they are stuck with this inventory. That inventory build was a massive drag on the GDP number. That's the reason why you got a negative GDP number actually in Q1. It was trade imbalances between exports and imports. It was government spending slowdown, and it was also inventories. But the consumer, which is 70% of the US economy, the consumer actually added a net positive to the GDP number in Q1 and also in Q2. So the consumer is not the problem. It is all of these other areas that factor into gross domestic product, which is what GDP is. It's the total value of goods and services that a country produces in a year. It's all these other things that cause that negative number. When in previous recessions and previous negative GDP numbers, it was the consumer weakening that caused those negative numbers. This is unlike anything that we've ever experienced before. We've never had a situation where the entire economy was completely shut down and then we turned it off, we turned it on. Of course, you're going to have supply chain disruptions. Of course, you're going to have inflation. Of course, you're going to have all of these issues. But it's not as bad as the media and some of these other outlets that only make money by your views and your clicks. It's not as bad as what they're making it seem. And I've been telling you that all year. And I hope it's about time that you guys have been listening. All right. People are taking, 2 to 3 jobs to account for the rise in their expenses. Inflation's been a real mother effer. All right. The average household is spending like $400 to $500 more a month for the exact same stuff that they were paying for last year. So yeah, you have people that are taking on an extra job, that are driving for Uber or DoorDash or something like that. Okay. Yes. When I hear that argument, I get it. When people say like, oh, well, unemployment's so low because people have multiple jobs. That's not how unemployment is calculated. Unemployment is calculated not by people having more than one job. Unemployment is calculated by how many people have filed for unemployment, how many people are looking for a job that can't find one. And that number is 3.5%, which is a 5-decade low. So if you want to argue about, oh, well, the reason why there's so many new jobs is because people are taking 2 jobs, wrong. You've just replaced a lot of the leisure, hotel, and travel jobs that were hit the hardest, during COVID. That was the biggest increase in jobs, was in travel, leisure, and hospitality. That was also, by no coincidence, the biggest industry that was hit the hardest during COVID because you couldn't travel. Restaurants were closed. Why would you go to a hotel or fly on a plane if everyone's on lockdown? Those areas of the industry of the economy were hit the hardest. In 2020 and 2021, guys, most stocks did well. Seems like, a great environment to get started trading. But, this is next. I'm sorry. This is another question here. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm trying to follow along with these questions. All right, let's see. Here we go. I'm trying to follow along with all these questions because I have them here on my back end. So here's the next question. In 2020 and 2021, most stocks did well. Seems like a great time to get started trading. Why do you think now is better? It's not that I think now is better. I know for a fact that now is better than last year. You see, people that are flash in the pan, where they get involved in the markets for all the wrong reasons and then they disappear just as quickly. They don't understand, and they will think that 2021 was the best time to be involved in the markets. It was the worst time for you to learn about the stock market. And unfortunately, last year saw, between 2020 and 2021, saw the biggest influx of retail traders and investors that the market's ever seen, because everybody was working from home and everybody had all this extra time, right? So you saw this massive influx of people that wanted to get involved in the markets. You had the AMC squeeze, the GameStop squeeze, you had the Dogecoin mania, right? You had, crypto going nuts. You had all these different things that caused people to want to get involved in the markets. But getting involved in the market in an environment like 2021 is actually the worst thing for you to do for the longevity and the consistency of your trading and investing career. Because when you get involved in a market, when everything goes up, you do not need any type of education whatsoever. Just buy something. It didn't matter what you bought last year. The crappiest, most garbage companies on planet Earth went up 100, 200% last year. Literally the worst companies that you could find. Stocks that are now $1 went to $100 a share in 2021. Complete garbage companies. But you made money on buying them just because everything went up. When you learn in a market, when everything goes up, you lose complete discipline. You lose complete concept of risk management. It creates very bad habits. It creates a false sense of success that makes you think you know what you're doing. And as soon as those stocks stop going straight up, because stocks don't normally just go straight up in one straight line, you lose everything. There's probably hundreds of people that are on this live stream that made a bunch of money in 2021, and you've lost all of it in 2022 because you cannot figure out how to make money when stocks actually go down. When in reality, if you had a real education, you would have been able to capitalize on the move to the downside just as much, if not more, than you capitalized on the move to the upside last year, which is exactly what we've been doing inside of True Trading Group. There's many ways for you to make money when stocks go down. As a matter of fact, stocks go down a lot faster than they go up typically, and therefore you can actually make more money when stocks go down than you can when stocks go up because of that volatility, because of that speed of movement from an active trading standpoint. Okay, getting involved in learning in an environment like this will actually teach you solid discipline, patience, and risk management. 3 characteristics that I don't care what your style or strategy is, 3 characteristics that every single successful trader in the world has mastered. Without those 3 characteristics, you will never be consistently profitable. And learning in this environment will build that. I just had a one-on-one with a lifetime member today. I do like one-on-one mentoring with lifetime members. And we talked about this exact topic today because they built a lot of bad habits. They just got involved in the markets for the first time last year. And they just thought, oh, something pulls back, just buy it. And they did that last year, made a bunch of money. They did it this year. They lost it all. Learning in this environment will set you up to make money when markets go down, but you're also going to kill it when markets start to go back up again because you're going to have the discipline, the patience, and the risk management that's needed to be consistently profitable over time. That's why this is the best environment for you guys to learn. All right, next question. You guys these are great questions. I love this. You guys are asking fantastic questions. What is your gut feeling about tomorrow? Is there a chance the CPI number expectations are as off as the jobs number? Another great question. Yes, that is absolutely possible. Okay. The expectation for tomorrow's CPI number is 8.7%. 8.7% is the headline number that we are going to be looking for tomorrow. Is it possible that the actual number can be much higher or much lower? Yes, it absolutely is possible that the actual number can be much higher or much lower. Those estimates are just that. They're just estimates. They're estimates from different analysts and economists around the world, from different places. And then, you average them together, you get this number of 8.7%. But you take a look at the jobs number, the expectation was 258,000. It came in at 528,000. Nowhere near what the actual number was and the actual number was nowhere near what the expectation was. Not even close. So yes, it's definitely possible that the number could be way off. That's what you want. You want this number to be way off. The expectation is 8.7. You want it to come in at 8.3 or 9.0. You want that number to come in way above or way below expectations because that is what's going to give you the real hardcore directional momentum where you are going to get direction for the next couple of days. And in my opinion, direction for the next month until you get your Fed meeting. Like, let me just show you guys a quick example of last time you had your CPI number. right? Last time you had your CPI number was right here. Now you will see that when the CPI number came out in June, which was May's number that came out in June, the inflation number was far higher than what was expected. And the market just went straight down for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, the market went straight down. You got direction. Now you're about to get another CPI read coming off of the exact same price area that we were in the overall markets. I mean, just take a look at this. Look at this consolidation. Look at this consolidation. We are actually repeating the entire process all over again. And if you get a CPI number tomorrow that is far higher than the expectation, you're going to get a directional move to the downside that's going to look something similar to this. But if you get a move where the expectation is 8.7 and the read comes in at 8.3, you're talking about a directional move right back up to 430. And then you're going to be knocking on the door of this 200-day moving average. And then you're going to have a lot of people that are completely mind blown that the market has recovered more than about half of the entire move down that we have had since the all-time high was put in. That's what you're going to be looking for, guys. We're going to retake more than half of this entire move to the downside if we make that move back up towards that level. And that's going to surprise the ever-living crap out of a lot of people. But that's the type of opportunity that you have going into tomorrow. And the point that I'm making is, guys, regardless of if the markets go up or regardless of if the markets go down, and I'll talk more about this on this live stream on which way I think this is going to go. It might sound silly, like, oh, it might go up, might go down. Well, thanks for the advice. No, I get that. But no one knows what that number is going to be. So I'm going to give you game plans for both scenarios. But the point is that no matter what that number is, if it comes in high or if it comes in low, get ready for direction. No more consolidation. Get ready for direction. Okay, get ready for direction. All right, next question, folks. Okay, next question. Do you still support and stand by Matt Kohrs after his recent tweets on AMC? 1000% absolutely yes. I still stand by and support Matt Kohrs. Matt's a good friend of mine, and he's a friend of True Trading Group. And we stand by Matt, and Matt stands by TTG, and the Moon Gang and TTG fam have each other's backs. Let me address what Matt said on Twitter that has some people kind of up in arms. And I think it's because people don't really understand the meaning behind the tweets. So let me actually go over this. The comment that Matt made on Twitter was telling everyone that is about to get shares of APE, which is the special dividend for AMC shareholders. He told everyone to sell APE. Okay. Now, whenever you mention anything about selling anything around AMC, the emotional horde goes crazy and people start losing their minds, and people attacked Matt because he said sell APE. But if you listened and you paid attention to the rest of his tweet and the rest of his comments, and you thought for a second before throwing your hands in the air and getting very emotional about his tweets, you would realize that what he said is actually very smart. All Matt said was, guys, if everyone that owns AMC is about to get free shares of APE, if everyone was to sell APE and use that money to then buy AMC, all AMC did was give all of retail traders more buying power to buy AMC and possibly squeeze shorts to move the stock to the upside. That is what Matt was saying. You already have like 80% of the float is owned by retail shareholders. What Matt said was, hey, everyone that owns 100 shares of AMC, if you're about to get 100 shares of APE, sell the 100 shares of APE, take the money, and then buy AMC with it. You've now increased your position in AMC. It adds buying pressure into the market. That can push the price of the stock higher, and it further locks up the float in retail traders' hands. So if you have retail traders on 80% of the float, well, if all your retail shareholders sell APE and then buy AMC, that number is going to increase even further. That's what Matt was saying. He's not saying, hey, dump APE and sell AMC. No, he actually said he's going to hold AMC forever, was what he actually said. He was saying sell APE and use that money to buy AMC. I actually think it's a pretty good thought process. I think it makes total sense. I think that makes sense. I don't think that's negative. I don't think that deserves a bashing, or I don't think that deserves people attacking him just because, but people don't pay attention. They just, emotions go crazy and everybody starts freaking out. It actually makes sense. I don't think it's that bad of an idea. So yes, I still do stand behind Matt, regardless of what he says about APE or AMC. I still stand behind Matt Course. And that's the last I want to talk about that topic here tonight. Okay. I do not want to talk about APE. I do not want to talk about AMC. There's far more important things, guys, for tomorrow. This CPI number is going to be crucial. We talked about APE and AMC for the last couple of days. That will be the last time I want to talk about this topic here for this evening. There is, some more important things at play here for tomorrow in the overall markets. I love talking about it. I don't mind it, but we got, bigger fish to fry here for tomorrow with this CPI number, guys. All right. Is that the final question, or do we have one more? I think we are. Was that 5? I don't even know. I lost track. Oh, no, we have one more. Here's 5. That was 4. What happens if the CPI data is way over expectations, as in bad? What does that mean? That means that every single one of you that are freaking out because you did not add in your long-term portfolios on June 17th, when I told you that I was, and I told you that I did, and full disclosure, June 17th right now is the low of the year. And it has potential to be the low of the year. Okay? It has potential. But when I added on this day, it's not because I was like, this is the low, this is the low, this is the low. It's because 3,600 was a target for me to add in my long-term portfolio. We got down to it, and I started buying a boatload of stocks on this day. Everyone that told me I was stupid on this day because they were told that the market was going to go down 70% and we were going to have the end-all, be-all of recessions, and we're going to go to soup kitchens and bread lines, and we're all going to have to learn how to live in the woods and start a fire. Those people are now freaking out and panicking that the markets have moved significantly higher, and now you have the potential of this being the low of the year. And I say the potential of this being the low of the year because I think that your inflation data will determine if this is, in fact, the low of the year or not. But all those people that are freaking out right now and that are asking me, Mike, I didn't buy when you bought. What should I do now? Well, if you didn't buy when I bought, I literally was on my YouTube channel this entire time telling you that I'm adding in my long-term portfolio. You had ample time to add in your long-term portfolio, even if you did not buy on the exact day of June 17th. I told you that entire time between June and July. I told you that this is where I'm adding my long-term portfolio. You had plenty of time to do it, but it's okay. I get it. You were fearful of all of the commentary that you were seeing in all different places. But now, if the number for inflation is bad, meaning it's way over, okay, it's way above what the expectations are, you will get more downside in this market. And you will probably go back down into this region, and you will go back and you will start testing these lows. So you will get your wish of, oh no, I didn't add in my long-term portfolio. Well, if the number comes in high, don't miss it again. Do not miss it again. If it turns out that the inflation numbers are still hot, because the inflation numbers are still hot, you're going to get a move back well under 400, and the SPY probably goes back to 390, at least 380 on your on the spot, and you can probably be looking for an area that you can add to stocks in your long-term portfolio in this region if you get a CPI number that comes in higher than what the expectation is. The expectation is 8.7%. Last month's reading was 9.1. That's a significant drop. You're talking about 0.4 of a point drop. Okay. That's how you do it. All right. That is what I would look for. Okay. That is exactly what I'll be looking for if the numbers come in bad. The numbers come in bad, you look for more moves to the downside. We'll be all over put options. Remember, you can make a lot more money to the downside. Okay. You can make a lot more money there to the downside if you get that from an active trading standpoint, because the markets will go down a lot faster than they're going to go up. And then you'll be able to then roll into and take that profit that you're going to make on the downside, and then take all that profit and then roll it into your long-term portfolio at these majorly discounted prices. All right. I want to get into the overall breakdown here, guys, because we really need to get ready for tomorrow. Okay. We really got to get ready for tomorrow. So I want to go into, but first we got to welcome Ryan. And with that, we've got just 15 laptops left until midnight. So we just got a new member here, Ryan. Everybody welcome Ryan. Ryan is the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Ryan. Ryan is the newest member of the TTG family. Guys, how many people? We have like 1,400 people that are live with us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So everybody welcome. How many people are on the live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? If you're not a member of TTG, type the letters TTG in chat right now, please. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG. I want to see who we have here that is not a member of True Trading Group. Again, just type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Let's see who we have here. We have Emiki, Dustin Wilds, David Aguirre, Lai Zamora, ABP, Dirty Cuban, Freddie, Dill, Mike Cohen, Lucas, Orlando, Yosef, Rashid, Swakamp, Tom Thomas, Lucas, Glenn Wilbur, Senpai Hentai, Gary Garcia, Rashmi Patel, Rosanna, Valerie, DCR, Slick Wrist, Granta, Rome, Young Money, Lewis, Joshua, Doug Whedon, Mike Camper, Christine Christensen, Holmes Byed, Craig the Texan, Dave, Tyler, Catherine, Brandon. We have a lot of new faces. Gary, Wahab. Guys, welcome. All of you that are typing the letters TTG, okay, all of you are typing the letters TTG. Listen to me very carefully. Ryan just signed up. So I want to get into the overall breakdown. In just a moment, I'm going to tell you guys about tomorrow's inflation number. Okay. Tomorrow's inflation number, I'm going to go over this with you guys in just a moment. Okay. But everyone that just typed the letters TTG, I'm going to give you my entire game plan. What we're going to do if the number comes in hot, because the number comes out at 8:30 in the morning. The market's not open yet. So you're going to be able to get the number at 8:30, and then we'll be able to digest that information and then plan our attack. I'm going to give you my entire game plan based on what that number is in just a moment. But everyone that just typed TTG, you guys got to realize at TTG, hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, at True Trading Group, I want you guys to realize, everyone that typed TTG, everything that we do is geared to work for you regardless of how much time you have, or rather how much time that you guys don't have. Okay. At True Trading Group, we provide you with the right education, tools, resources, and community that can help you guys to make money. Whether you're day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, if you trade stocks, options, futures, crypto, we do most of the heavy lifting for you. So no matter what you do or what you're doing, you can stay connected via our mobile app and chat. It's available on iPhone and Android. Our app's going to give you real-time push notifications for all of our trade alerts. It lets you listen to in-depth analysis in our trades because the moderators and I will talk to you on the microphone, okay, before we are getting into our trades. So you know exactly what we're trading, exactly what we're watching, and you can stay connected to our real-time Benzinga news feed. For those that have no time This, being a member of True Trading Group and our mobile app, is the bridge that can help you guys be able to do this. You see, True Trading Group is not just me. There's a reason it's called True Trading Group and not Watch My Trade. There's 8 other professional trading moderators that collectively are sporting a win rate of just under 80% consistently for the last 2 years, that are with you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern until 4 p.m. Eastern every single day, Monday through Friday. As long as the market's open, we're there with you. We're not with you for just 2 hours and you're left to, left to figure everything out on your own. We exist to level the playing field and empower the retail trader, and that only works if you give yourself your time, and that's exactly what we do day in and day out. Since 2016, TG has helped thousands of traders of all types, styles, backgrounds, experience levels become successful. By successful, I very straightforward mean make money. That's being successful, right? That's what everybody is here to do. You're all here to make money. The simple truth of the matter is that the majority of members in True Trading Group, they are becoming better traders and they're making money. Watch. Members, I'm talking to members specifically. If you are a member of True Trading Group, if you are making money and you're becoming better traders, I want you guys to go ahead and type the $ in chat right now. Go ahead and type the $ in chat right now if you are a member of True Trading Group and you are making money and you guys are becoming better traders. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, my advice to you is to try to recount how many $ are coming through this side of the screen. Okay, look at all these $ that are coming through on this side of the screen. These people that you see coming through on this side of the screen, these are members. These are people that found True Trading Group just like you did, and that is on one of these live streams. They had all the same excuses that you had, folks. They had small accounts. They got full-time jobs. They had no experience. They lost money in the markets before, but yet here they are telling you that they're making money and that they are becoming better traders. The best part about this is that they didn't get some special secret that I got working at the fund in New York. I didn't teach them a special secret pattern or a special secret indicator. No, they got the real secret, which is being part of a supportive community where you're going to get a professional level of education, receive real-time transparent alerts, and have access to tools and resources that professional traders use to get information, to make better decisions, to help them make money, plain and simple. This works and our track record speaks for itself. If you're new to this channel, we do these live streams 6 days a week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. And along with the massive golden nuggets and free lessons of education, real-time analysis and trade ideas that I give you on these lives, yes, we do also sell memberships on these live streams, which is why we call this an edumercial. One of the things that we offer, and I'll go through this later on and when I go through our whole sales pitch, is a double your money back guarantee. It's quite simple. You've got 12 months from when you join True Trading to pass our courses. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one private study group. If at the end of the year you have not made back your membership fee at least once, I will give you double your money back. Yes, I will give you back in return twice what you pay for your membership. Our track record speaks for itself, guys. While I can't and I will not guarantee your success, I can share with you that we have a refund rate of only 2.5% since 2016. I can also share with you that we have a retention rate of 78%. That means 78% of our members are renewing their membership or upgrading to become lifetime members since we've started this company. And I can last but not least share with you that we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,670 reviews. Based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, our retention rate, and our refund rate, I can very confidently say that TG has worked for many people. And if you're willing to put forth a little bit of an effort, I think there's a damn good chance that it can work for you as well. We're the Netflix of trading communities, guys. You pay one price up front for the whole year. You immediately have access to all of our courses, all of our tools. There's no upsells for the courses and for the tools ever. As long as you're a member, you get access to our entire 18-course curriculum, which is a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. You get $5,000 worth of tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Polygon, Trade Ideas. Okay, these are not trials of these products. These are the full tool that you have access to for the entire year of your membership at no additional cost. These things will cost you about $5,000 if you pay for them on your own. They're free with your membership at TTG. That's the value of our platform. You're going to get all the real-time alerts from our team of 8 professional trading mods, again, sporting a win rate of just under 80%, and the best damn community of traders and investors that all share the same goal, that is to learn, trade, and profit together. TTG is a family, folks, and our members are the reason why. And of course, you have the double your money back guarantee that I mentioned to you earlier. Okay, chances are you're not going to need the double your money back guarantee, but it's very real and it exists for your peace of mind. That's how we hold ourselves accountable to you, and that's how we protect you, and that's how we put our money where our mouth is. Guys, we extended our sale last night, and so far we have not seen Jay Shockey sign up, who is the actual person that we extended the sale for. So Jay Shockey was a member that was on, well, a viewer that was on the live stream last night. Jay Shockey, I'm calling you out if you were on this live stream, because Jay Shockey said, please, can you extend the sale one more day? I guess I needed to do something with their credit card or something to sign up to the platform. So we did it for one more night. Okay. The plan that we were running here, guys, is the price was supposed to move up to over $1,200 last night. Okay. But we extended it for Jay. You guys are in luck. Jay, you better sign up, bro, because we did this literally for you because you asked us about it last night. Tonight's going to be the last night. Anyone that goes to ttgoffer.com and manually enters the coupon code TTG121 will get 46% off the regular price of the 2212 membership. When you go to ttgoffer.com, you got to manually enter TTG121. That'll drop the price from 2212 all the way down to just $1187. And as an added bonus, we've got a very limited amount of laptops. When you guys do sign up, we've got 15 of those laptops now remaining. Okay, you will receive a brand new Asus, Lenovo, Dell, HP, or Acer laptop when you guys are one of the next 15 people to subscribe. So if you're one of the next 15 people, you get a 46% discount. You also get a brand new free laptop. You do not need to enter your address when you sign up to get your laptop. Immediately following you signing up, you'll get a welcome email that will include instructions on how to claim your free laptop. Yes, shipping is 100% included. It is 100% free. We cover the shipping costs. You live on planet Earth. We're going to get your laptop anywhere in the world. We ship all over the globe. You have until midnight tonight or until the next 15 people, whichever comes first. And between you and I'm pretty sure the 15 people are going to come first. Go to ttgoffer.com. It's going to say 2212. You manually enter TTG121 coupon code. That brings the price down to $1187, and you're locking yourself in at the $1187 price. Next year, our membership, it could be $2,200, it could be $2,500. It doesn't matter, whatever the number is. Because you pay $1187 tonight, that's the price that you will pay when it comes time to renew your membership. And I'm confident you're going to want to because, again, 78% of our members do. All right. Last night, we encouraged everyone to sign up for the trial, not tonight. Tonight's the night for you guys to actually join True Trading Group before this price jumps up over $1,200. The price has already gone up nearly $200 in the past 2 weeks. We are going to continue to raise the price of this membership. The value is there. Even if you didn't take a single one of our trade alerts, even if you thought this guy in the Yankee hat, he's the worst trader I've ever seen in my life, just the tools that you get access to from all those top fintech companies, the same tools that professional traders use to make better decisions, they're going to cost you about $5,000 if you go to those companies directly. We've spent years building relationships with those companies to offer their products on our platform, so you do not have to pay for them. That's the value of the TTG membership. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of the 15. When you go to ttgoffer.com, if you see a laptop, you know that you're getting one. You just have to enter the coupon code TTG121. If you are a current trial member, a previous trial member, or a previous full-time member, do not go to ttgoffer.com. If you want this offer, instead, you must send a text message to 786-505-4041. Again, that is 4047. 786-505-4047. Again, that phone number is 786-505-4047. The phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. If you have any questions about the membership, you also can send a text message to that phone number at the bottom of your screen. All right, Dylan Carson goes, I've lost more than $1,200 in just a single trade. I wish I would have joined TTG when I first started trading. Thank you guys. Exactly. Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Too many people would lose $1,187 in the blink of an eye because somebody on Reddit told them to buy some stupid stock. But then when it comes to actually investing $1,187 in a platform that gives you education tools to actually acquire the skills that are needed to reach your goals, people hesitate. This is an investment in yourself, folks. You got to start thinking of it that way. And you have the double your money back guarantee. So what do you guys really have to lose when you think about it that way? Send a text message to 786-505-4047 if you have questions about the membership. Again, guys, the next 15 people, 46% off and a brand new free laptop. That is for those of you before tonight. Guys, you don't want to be doing this tomorrow by yourself. Like I said, that number comes out at 8:30. I'll be live in chat with our members going over what the number actually is. And then we're going to talk about exactly what the game plan is there then going forward. And we're going to trade through the entire day together. Joseph Gallant goes, I've been here for a week as a member, and just the thing I have been training and learning more. This has been great. That's from Joseph Gallant. Joseph, I remember when you joined, brother. Literally, yeah, just about a week ago. Glad to have you as part of the team. John W., screw you. John W. goes, he's a great trader, but I wish he would lose the Yankee hat. Never, ever, ever. So there you guys have it, okay? TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That is how you guys can take advantage of that offer before the price goes up. I'm telling you guys again, the price is going up here at midnight. We're going to jump up over $1,200. We got those free laptops. That's for people that are ready to join today, so we can go through tomorrow's crazy action day together, so we can determine what the rest of the year is going to look like. All right. So don't try to figure this stuff out here on your own. Join the TC fam, get with the crew, and I'll see you guys in chat there tomorrow morning. All right. So that is that. Like I said, we just had who was it? Ryan, I think was the name from before. If I'm not mistaken, I believe his name was Ryan. If I got that wrong, I apologize. I'm pretty sure the name was Ryan, who joined earlier. But since Ryan joined one, I want to make sure that everybody on here was fully aware of the offer for this evening. And Jay Shockey, if you were on this live stream, you asked us yesterday to extend this offer one more day. So I'm still looking for you, Jay Shockey. I'm still looking for you, man. All right. So again, guys, that number comes out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. All right. Let's dive on in and let's talk about the overall markets and let's talk about CPI. All right. Let's move on over. Let's talk about the main topics here. Now, tomorrow's CPI number. June's number was 9.1, higher than expected. Now, the thing about the June number, though, was that everybody felt like that was the peak number. Okay? Everyone felt that was the peak number. That's where the markets have rallied in the month of July. People felt inflation had peaked, and then you got earnings, and earnings were nowhere near as bad as everybody initially expected. It was nowhere near as bad as people initially thought. And that's why the markets have rallied in the month of July, because of the peak inflation narrative and earnings being better than what they were expected to be. Now that we come into the CPI number, we're going to find out if inflation actually did peak. I'm pretty confident that inflation has peaked. I said that to you guys when you got your June CPI number in July, that the 9.1 number, and I said this on the live stream that day, that I felt the 9.1 number was going to be the worst number that you were going to see. It was going to be the highest print of inflation that you were going to get. I still stand by that. Commodity prices have absolutely collapsed. Oil, wheat, corn, copper, lumber, nickel, aluminum, all of these commodity prices have come way down. Auto prices have come way down. Real estate has started to cool. Real estate has not come down as much as these other areas of inflation. Like it's called shelter in the CPI reading. There's a section for shelter that encompasses real estate and rent prices. Rent prices are the stickiest part of inflation. Rent prices are the area of inflation that has been the biggest struggle in coming down, is rent prices. Rent prices were going up at a pace of 1% a month, which is absolutely insane. All right? Absolutely insane, going up at 1% a day. I mean, a month. That's just crazy. All right? But I expect us to see headline CPI come in light, which is going to be, I think, under the expectation of 8.7. The expectation is 8.7. I actually think that number may even be a little bit lighter, 8.5, 8.6. I think is where you're going to get a headline CPI number. But really where you need to look very closely is going to be core CPI. Core CPI may end up being more important than even the headline number. The headline number encompasses all areas of inflation, but core is where the Fed focuses their attention most. Core CPI means inflation minus energy and food prices. It's all the other areas of inflation minus food and energy. Now, why is there such a thing? Well, that's because commodity prices like food and energy have nothing to do with the Federal Reserve, has nothing to do with interest rates, has nothing to do really with GDP. It has everything to do with supply and demand. Luminita, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Luminita. That means there's now just 14 of those laptops remaining. Just 14 laptops left, guys. TTGoffer.com, TTG121. And that is how you guys can get the 46% discount before the price goes up over $1,200 and you can get one of those free laptops. We've only got 14 spots left. I do not think that we are going to see these 14 laptops last until midnight. You've had like 300 people join the TT family over the last couple of weeks. I do not think that these 14 laptops are going to last. If you guys have lost more than 1187 on a stock in the last 90 days, this is literally a no-brainer. You probably have hundreds of people that have lost 1187 on a stock just in the last 90 days. This is an absolute no-brainer. Invest it. Invest the 1187. And I'm going to back it up with a double your money back guarantee. Remember, if you don't make the 1187 back at least once, I'm going to give you back $2,374. That's a 100% return on your investment right there. I'm going to give you double your money. Okay? I'm literally going to give you guys double your money. All right? So Luminita, welcome to the TTG fam. All right, back to SPY and the CPI print. All right, back to SPY and the CPI print. The core CPI number is what is going to be even more so important than headline. And the reason why your core number is going to be even more important than the headline is because the Federal Reserve has no control over food and energy. So when you talk about the war on inflation that the Federal Reserve is waging, they can only control certain areas of inflation that have to do with consumer demand. And those areas they've been attacking with raising interest rates has started to turn. But you need to see it stop moving higher. You need to see it stop moving higher. It's actually pretty funny how this works itself out because consumer sentiment and inflation expectations have a lot to do with the Fed's policy on raising rates. Has a lot to do with it. When food and gas prices come down, the consumer automatically feels better. Okay? The consumer, many of you right now, many of you probably feel you're in a much better position today than you were a month ago when eggs and bread and milk and gas were through the roof. Well, food and gas prices at the pump now have come down over the last 3 weeks or so significantly. Not just 5 or 10 cents, but you've had a significant drop in the price of food and the price of energy over the last couple of weeks. And you probably feel a little bit better about going to the gas station and paying $4 instead of paying $5. Okay, you have seen a significant drop in those different areas. But the core CPI is what the Fed can control. Everybody, you got to welcome Matt. Matt is the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Matt. There are now just 13 of those spots left. There's just 13 spots left. Everybody welcome Matt. He's the newest member of the fam. Welcome to the team. I look forward to trading with you tomorrow morning. Matt, when we get this critically important CPI number, this is going to dictate. Folks, listen to me carefully. I'm telling you now, this number tomorrow is going to dictate what the market's going to do for not just the next month, possibly for the entire rest of the year. This is going to be the most important piece of economic data that you've gotten so far this year. More important than the unemployment number, more important than the jobs number, more important than oil inventories, more important than Russia, Ukraine, more important than the new bill passed by Congress, more important than the CHIPS Act, More important than anything else, more important than Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. This is going to be more important than all of these other catalysts. You got to make sure you guys have a plan for this tomorrow. I'm going to break it down for you guys here, but I'm going to be live with my members when this number comes out, and we're going to go through this stuff together. Core CPI. I keep trying to get back to finish talking about core CPI. All right. That core number, if that core number goes up and is higher than the expectations, that's a problem. Because energy and food prices have come down. We know that. You just have to go to the gas station down the corner, okay, or down the street. You can see that energy prices have come down. Okay, hopefully they come down a lot more, but they've come down. There's no denying that. Food prices have come down drastically. Okay, the UN food price index dropped like 9% in the last week or 2 weeks. That's one of the biggest drops in the UN food price index that you've seen in years. I think you got to go back to 2008 from the last time that you had that big of a drop in the UN food price index. So it's not a surprise that food and energy prices have come down. That we know. But these other areas of inflation, how sticky are they? Because remember what I said to you earlier. Who's right, the bulls or the bears? When you talk about this isn't a debate, guys. Also about food. This is, look at UN's food price index. The price of food has come down. Yes, groceries and food are still expensive. Yes, gas is still expensive, but it's lower than where it was in June. Okay, that's an undeniable fact based on all of the different price indexes that track all this data. Okay, but the other areas of inflation that have been sticky, which is shelter, that is what you have to see come down. Okay, that's what you guys have to see come down. If that core CPI number is still rising, the Federal Reserve is still going to feel like they have to remain aggressive, and they've got to raise rates faster and more aggressively and longer in order to bring down inflation. But if that core CPI number is under the expectation, then that's going to give bulls, okay, that's going to give bulls the thought that the Fed is winning, that the areas of inflation are coming down. And then the markets can move higher up to your 430 number. So what I'm looking for tomorrow, okay, if your CPI number comes in under the expectation in both areas, the headline number, which is an 8.7 explanation, okay, and then your core CPI number, which you're going to get, they come out at the same time, guys. So core CPI and it all comes out at the same time at 8:30. Kyle, welcome to the family, guys. Wait, I welcome Kyle now. Kyle's the newest member, guys. I'm telling you now, once we get under 10 laptops, these laptops are going to absolutely fly. Everybody welcome Kyle. He's the newest member of the family. That means there's now just 12 of those laptops left. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. You enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, check out, you're good to go. You do not have to enter your address. As long as you see a laptop, you know you're getting one. You'll get a welcome email once you join with instructions on how to claim the free laptop. If you have any questions about the membership or you're having a difficult time signing up, send a text message. Do not call. Send a text message to 786-505-4047. The phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. Okay? It's on the bottom of your screen. Okay? So, if the inflation number tomorrow comes in light, under expectations for headline CPI and for core CPI, I think these markets move higher. Guys, welcome Andrew. Andrew's the newest member of the group. There's now 11 laptops left. I told you these are going to start to fly. Guys, the price is going up at midnight tonight. I still don't see Jay Shockey. Jay Shockey, you better be here, brother. All right? So you still have 11 laptops left, but they're going to go quick. These are not going to make it until midnight. We started this live stream with 16. We're already down to 11. I've only been talking for about an hour. If you see a laptop, you're getting one. That's all that matters. If you go to ttgoffer.com, you see it, you're getting one. You guys check out, you're good to go. Remember the coupon code TTG121. You got to manually enter it, press apply code, and you guys are good to go. All right. Trader X asks, Mike, the best thing about you is you don't just giving your opinion analysis, but you're actually teaching us how to analyze the data we have and put the pieces together. Exactly, Trader X, and that's what good traders do. Good traders are not just so completely one-sided biased that they just, put their head in the ground and say, nope, it's my way or the highway. This environment that we are in is constantly changing. It is constantly evolving. You must be able to analyze the data and to look at these fundamental catalysts to be able to decide whether you need to be buying dips or you need to be shorting rallies, whether you need to determine if the bottom is in or if we are going to have another crash to the downside. You have to understand how the macro picture affects what's going on in the stock market. It is not enough to just say, oh, well, I think that the CPI number tomorrow is going to be bad. So I'm just going to load up on puts today. And if the inflation number comes in good, I will lose 100% of the money that I put into put options today if that was the case. Because guess what? That number comes out at 8:30. You can't trade your options until 9:30 Eastern time. And the market's going to move drastically at 8:30 when that number comes out. So you need to have a game plan. We teach you all of this inside True Trading Group. It's not just about buy here, sell here. We will teach you macro environment, why the market's moving higher, why the market's moving lower, what could happen that would make the markets go back up, what would have to happen to make the markets go back down. So you always have a plan of action. You are never caught with your pants down. Guys, welcome Tiffany. Tiffany is the newest member. There's now just 10 laptops left. That's it, 10. 10 laptops left now. We had 16. These are going quick. I told you, they're going to start to fly now once we get under 10. Go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. That's how you guys are going to be able to get the 46% discount before the price goes up at midnight, and you're going to get a free laptop. Don't forget, if you do not make your $1187 back at least once, I'm going to give you $2,374. That's how confident I am in our ability to help you reach your goals. The ball's in your court. You want to try to trade through this on your own? How has that gone for you so far this year? How has trading on your own worked for you so far? Did you make money when the markets went down, or did you watch your 401ks diminish? Did you invest at the lows in June, or are you now sitting here watching the markets recover, scared that you missed your opportunity? How has this year gone for you so far doing this on your own? Stop. Join a community of 9,700 traders that are led by our team of myself plus 8 other professional trading moderators that have over 100 years of combined experience. Everyone that's new to this live stream, if you guys are just tuning in, I did this earlier, but watch. Literally pay attention when I ask this question. Members of True Trading Group, are you making money this year? Are you becoming better traders? Type the $ if the answer is yes. Type the $ if the answer is yes. Okay? Pay attention to how many people are going to type the $. These are members of True Trading Group that found us the exact same way that you did. One of these live streams. And they learned more information in 1.5 hours with me on a live stream than they've learned in the entire last year being on Reddit. What kind of laptop? Asks Jose. Jose, it's gonna be a brand new free. It's that kind. It's the free kind. Asus, Lenovo, Dell, HP, or Acer. Okay, it's gonna be one of those brands, one of those brand names. You do not need to enter your address to get the laptop. After you join, you'll get a welcome email. Inside of the welcome email will be instructions how to claim your free laptop, guys. Okay? right? So there you guys have. All right. All right. So like I said, back to the CPI, core CPI. If both numbers come in light, okay? If both numbers come in light, we look for the market to actually push up and test this 430, which is going to be the 200-day moving average. And it's going to be this level of resistance. There's a lot of people on this live stream right now that do not think that this move is possible. Okay? There's a lot of people that do not think that this move is possible. Let me get into that in a second after I welcome Dilber. 9 laptops left. Guys, welcome Dilber, the newest member of the TG family. Welcome Dilber. 9 left. Guys, again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. If you have any questions, send a text to 786-505-4047. Ask us questions. You have a question about the membership? Don't be shy. Send a text. Ask it. If you see a laptop in the checkout cart, you're getting one, but there's only 9 left. I wouldn't even wait for me to finish talking. Open up a new web browser, go to teachtheoffer.com, enter the code TeachD121, click apply code, sign up, get your butts in chat. 8:30, this number comes out. We're going to get the answers tomorrow. Is the bottom in? You want to ask that question? We're going to find out tomorrow. Don't sleep on this. This is going to dictate the rest of the month, possibly the rest of the year, depending on what this number is. If you've missed the move to the downside, and now you feel like you've missed the move to the upside, don't miss it all over again. Rashid goes, today I lost $766 on MEGL. That's over 50% of the TeachD membership. If you were in True Trading Group, you could have known better to not be even looking at MEGL. MEGL got absolutely slaughtered today. Are you kidding? The stock's down 87%. Nobody should have been long MEGL today. I told everybody yesterday to go nowhere near MEGL. People were asking me in chat, Mike, MEGL, is it going to be the next HKD? No, was my answer. Yesterday's live stream, today in chat, yesterday in chat, everybody thought MEGL was the next HKD. The answer is no. There's not going to be another HKD like you had. A stock goes from 10 to 2,500. That's a 1 in a million type of trade. Stop looking for the next one because you will lose your ass, just like Rashid on MEGL today. You could have saved yourself $766 just by being a member of True Trading Group, just by being in chat with us over the last 2 days. You didn't have to lose that $766, but somebody on Reddit probably told you that MEGL was going to go to 1,000. And you probably bought it. Our members didn't lose money on MEGL. All right? That's okay if you're in Budapest. That's okay if you're in Budapest. Rashid, you're in Budapest. No problem. We have members all over the world. We have members in the Philippines, in Taiwan. We have members in Hong Kong, in Russia. We have members in India. We have members in the UK, in Italy, Spain, Mexico, Canada, Brazil. We have members all over the world. It doesn't matter that that's where you live. We have members literally all over the globe.
Fun fact, my uncle, my dad's brother lives in Budapest, and it's Pesh, Mike. And he's a member of True Trading Group and trades with us.
Nice.
So, there you go.
We have members in Budapest. Parental Advisory goes, I just joined TGD last week. I've learned a ton from the courses and love trading with Mike. Glad I'm not the cop that knocked on. Yes, that's true. There was something going on in my neighborhood. I actually had police knock on my door this morning right after the market opened. It was the worst timing ever. My door's going on, my doorbell's ringing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I look outside.
Whoa, wait a second. That's true?
Yeah, that's why.
When you were on Matt's live stream earlier today, somebody said, oh, I guess the cops were at Mike's house or whatever. And I was like, yeah, because he stole your wife. Like, I was defending you. I didn't realize the cops were actually at your house.
No, literally, there was like a car theft.
Nick Gomez says, I'm trading from Budapest right now.
There you go. Nick Gomez. I'm trading from
And then
Budapest right
Rashid
now.
says
There it
because
is.
Weevil and Robinhood doesn't support it. That's
I
a
like
blessing
that.
in disguise. Michael talked to you about that.
Yeah, Robinhood's trash. You don't want to use Robinhood, Rashid. You don't want to use Robinhood. All right. Sign up with like Interactive Brokers. Sign up with, any one of the other brokers. You don't want Robinhood. There's no reason to be in Robinhood. All right. But no, there was an auto theft. So again, they were saying if anybody knew anything, if you saw anything, or reminding people just to lock your car doors or whatever, a truck was stolen right at someone's driveway. But this was right at like 9:45 a.m. I'm like, no. And then whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Sundeep, welcome to the Teaching family. There's now just 8. There's 8 laptops left now. That's it. They're going fast, guys. They're going fast. Sundeep, welcome to the family. 8 laptops left. Go to tgdoffer.com. Use the coupon code TGD121. Get your butts in chat tomorrow. It's going to be a huge day. Going to be a huge day tomorrow, guys. You don't want to try to trade through this on your own. All right? Get yourselves in chat, guys. Let's get away from MEGL. Let's get away from that. All right? So, like I said, there's a lot of people that don't think that this move is possible. Okay? A lot of people don't think this move is possible. But let me show you something. Okay? Let me show you something. We got above the 100-day moving average. Christine, welcome to the family. 7 laptops left. They're flying. I told you, guys, what are you waiting for? Go to TTGoffer right now, TTGoffer.com, TTGoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. Do not wait for me to finish talking. These laptops are not going to last. Okay? It's not going to last. There's 7 left. Welcome, Christine. We got above the 100-day moving average. The 100-day moving average is this pink, purple, magenta, whatever you want to call it, fuchsia. How is that, Jessica? Fuchsia. How's that? Is that fuchsia? Is that the color fuchsia? Is that fuchsia? Oh, wait, I don't hear Jessica. We don't have sound. I don't have sound on Jessica.
Oh, crap. I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I was saying this was a huge argument in STR, whether this was lilac or fuchsia.
I think it's fuchsia.
Had this argument.
I think it's fuchsia. It's fuchsia.
I call it lilac just because I'm a woman and I like flowers,
So I want to go over this. I want to go over this 100-day moving average with people. All right, I'm going to go over this 100-day because this 100-day moving average was a massive level for the SPY. If you guys go back to last year, you'll see we had a huge level of. Sorry, Jess. I totally just blindsided you there with my fuchsia comment. Guys, I'm bringing Jess on in a few minutes to go over some monster trades that we had in chat today.
He's on right now.
I know.
You didn't blindside her with a fuchsia
I'm not
comment.
talking about the trades.
You blindsided her by bringing her on.
I blindsided her then, but I'm not ready to talk about her trades yet. I'm still going over the SPY. So I'm going over the SPY still, but Jessica's got some fire action that we got to break down for you guys in just a moment. But the 100-day moving average was support back here. Then it became resistance, and then it still acted as a level of resistance. And now we've popped our head above the 100-day moving average. But as you guys can start to see, this 100-day moving average is actually starting to act as a level of support. Do you see how it used to be resistance? Now you're holding above it for 5 consecutive trading days. We're sitting above the 100-day moving average. If that CPI number tomorrow comes in light on headline, and if it comes in light on core, you can move higher off of this level. 1,000% possible. Yes. Patrick Archer says, I'm trying to decide between TTG and algo trade. Please, difference for me. Patrick, difference for you, difference for me. I'm not sure. I've never heard of algo trade. I have no idea what they are or what they do. Instead, I will ask members of True Trading Group to answer this question for you, Patrick. Members of TTG, do you think Patrick should join TTG, or do you think Patrick should join algo trade? I have no idea what algo trade is, so I really can't answer that question for you, Patrick. Rather, I'll let members answer that question for you. Okay, so members, you guys can go ahead and you guys can comment on just exactly what you guys think
Roblox is through my levels, baby. Let's go.
Yes, well, I know. I was just looking at it. Roblox in the back of earnings.
I know after earnings came out, I was like, okay, all right, we're through. Like, we're getting into that 50-day and that 100-day. And if those crack, then you could really see downside. I'm like, let's go. Tomorrow can't go fast enough.
Roblox coming into play here, folks. Stock's down 20% on the back of earnings. So Roblox getting pretty fun there. All right, guys. So back to what I was talking about. Yeah, so that's what I would look for. If you get, like, let's say an 8.4, 8.5 headline number, and if you get a light core, like let's say core comes in at 5.8, then I think you look for call options on the SPY over the next couple days to couple weeks and try to get to $430. On the flip side to that, if headline comes in high, if headline comes in at, let's say, 8.9 and core comes in at, let's say, 6.2, then it's downside, baby. First, we got to welcome Sean. Sean's the newest member. There's now just 6 of those laptops left, guys. I had 16 when I started. We just sold out 10 of them. You got 6 left. As long as you see a laptop on your checkout cart, that is how you will know you're getting a laptop. Bruce Sears goes, I don't know anything about algo trade. All I can say is I lost $15,000 with another group or program before I joined TTG. TTG has since helped me gain it all back. Boom. There's your answer, Patrick. You guys go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, get the 46% off and get yourselves the free laptop before we run out and before the price goes up. All right.
So something I find really curious about the consolidation, like I was looking into this today, like if you draw a line against 407, which was the bottom end of the previous consolidation period, that's like right in range with where we're consolidating. And then you draw a line above the top and it's right, like it could go either way tomorrow. This is a huge rubber band. So that's why I've been in STR like every night this week, trying to get members, like get longs ready, get shorts ready, because I think the rest of this week is going to be huge once we break either the top end or the bottom end, and we need to be ready for either direction. So
absolutely. I couldn't have said it any better myself, Jessica. 100%. And guys, that's what we got to welcome Giovanni. Giovanni's the newest member now. There's only 5 spots left, guys. That's it. You guys are running out of time. I don't know what you're waiting for. Open up a new browser right now and go to ttgoffer.com. Type in the code TTG121. You get a 46% discount. It'll go, the price is $2,212. But with this coupon code I'm giving you, it drops the price to $1,187 for the entire year. And then you get the free laptop. There's only 5 of them left. As long as you see the laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. If it's in the checkout cart, you're good. And you guys have the double your money back guarantee. If you don't make the $1,187 back at least once during your membership, I'm going to give you $2,374 in return. That's the deal when you join the TTG platform. That's how we stand behind our program. Yes, Giovanni goes, yo, LFG, let's effing go. Yes, Giovanni, welcome to the family, my man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped up for tomorrow because I think tomorrow is going to be a massive day. I really do. All right. So that's first game plan, right? If the number comes in light. But what happens if the inflation numbers come in high, right? If inflation numbers come in high, folks, you break 407. You probably break 407 right off the print. Okay. You break 407 right off the print. All right. And I think you drop right to the mid 390s. I think you get yourself into put options because you will probably have a multi-day decline similar to what you saw here if the numbers come in hot. If you get like an 8.9, 9.0 headline number and like a 6.3 core CPI number, then folks, it is look out below. You'll get a candle tomorrow. Tomorrow's candle will look something similar to this. All right, this will be tomorrow's candle if that number comes in hot. And then Thursday's candle will then look like this. Okay, and this will be the price action that you will see in the markets if those numbers come in hot, like I just explained. So you're going to be looking for that move to the downside. If the numbers come in hot, if the numbers come in light, you're looking for that move to the upside.
And make sure you're in chat with us at 8:30 because we'll be going, Mike will be going over all of this data live with all of TTG, and that will give you time between 8:30 and the bell at 9:30 to get your plan together. So make sure you're in chat with us, get your butts ready because we're all going to crush it this week.
Hell yes. And guys, speaking of how we're going to crush it this week, in the morning, okay, so like I'm telling you, get your butts in chat because at 8:30 pre-market, this number comes out. Then the moderators and I come on the microphone and we tell you exactly what the game plan is going to be, just like we did today. Today, pre-market, we had specific game plans on my top trade ideas, semiconductor short, Bed Bath & Beyond short. It was our top trade ideas for the day today. Both of those analysis were absolutely spot on, picture perfect. So what I actually want to do here real quick, and this gets into then Jessica's trades, I want to show you guys what the pre-market analysis looks like. So pre-market, if you guys are going to be with us tomorrow, I want to give you examples of how we conduct our game plan and how we go over our watch list. So we have a couple of video clips from that pre-market session earlier today. Again, this is pre-market around like 9 a.m. in the morning, okay? But we come on at 7:30 a.m. Eastern in the chat room to go over the watch list and the game plan with you. All right, so we have a couple of video clips that we're going to load up right now. All right, we have a couple of video clips that we're going to load up right now. Just give us 1 minute for Adam to get them loaded up here. And I want to show you the analysis. Okay, so the first video clip that I'm going to play for you guys is the trade idea that we had today on Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond was a massive move to the downside today. This stock got absolutely pulverized today, just a complete bleed out. Once this thing broke, $10.75. So here's $10.75, right, drawn on my screen. And you can see once we broke 1075, the stock just completely rolled over and went all the way down to $9. I want to go ahead. I want to play this video clip for you. This is from pre-market this morning when we went over our game plan on how we're going to trade these stocks, which is exactly what we're going to do tomorrow, which is exactly why you got to get your butts in chat. Let's go ahead and play that clip. Bed Bath & Beyond, the one that I shorted yesterday, made a nice little chunk of change on it. You got a little bit of a gap up here today. Finding resistance still up there at that resistance level that we talked about on the daily chart. However, also still finding support at yesterday's lows. The reason why I did not hold the stock overnight and I took my final profits off before the close was because we were unable to break the low of the day all day. That level held. Well, guess what? That level just held again pre-market. It is still a level of support. All right. So Bed Bath & Beyond is really just right dead center of this range. $13 resistance, $10.75 support. We are at $12. Dead smack in the middle of that range. All right. I will look for signs. Eventually, I do believe this will be a good short once we crack 1075. Once you crack 1075 and then the stock goes back to $9. There you guys have it, guys. Right there, you heard me say very clearly, very specifically, let's go full size on the charts. Adam, please, for me, so I can show everybody. There's your break of 1075. There it is. And then you heard me just say, if we crack 1075, the stock goes to $9. And there it is. There's your move to $9. So that was an absolute monster trade there to the downside. And that's just one example of us walking you through our game plans pre-market in the morning and telling you exactly what the trading plan is. There is another situation here, another trade that we had today on NVIDIA. This was the trade idea from the morning. These are the top two trade ideas. And I'm showing you guys very clearly pre-market how we go through the analysis and how we go through the game plan. There was a resistance level at 174 on NVIDIA that we wanted to look to take advantage of to the short side because of some news out from another semiconductor in Micron. Let's go ahead and play that clip. Oh, we don't have this clip yet. So while we wait to get this one loaded up, large caps. I'm looking at semis today with weakness on Micron because yesterday we had weakness in the semis because NVIDIA lowered their guidance going forward. Well, Micron just did the same thing again. If you remember, Micron lowered guidance the last time they reported earnings back in June, or was it actually the first week of July? I think it might have been it was either the first week of July or the last week of June. That stock had a big move to the downside. Now Micron is lowering it again. You had a major level here around $59.50, $60. You guys can see here, bottom right of my screen. You see resistance, resistance, resistance. That was that major level of resistance that we had identified in the end of June and beginning of July. We broke above it. Then all of a sudden, look, it became support. You see how right here, guys, it became support after being resistance. Then it became support. Now we're back underneath that level. So I want to see, does this level now act as resistance again? And what I'm looking at, if you guys look back here, bottom left of my screen, look at that support there, right around 59.70. If there's a quick pop in Micron back to 59.50, 59.75 off the open, and we can't get back above 60, that could be a short entry on Micron, and then look to just ride that stock down for another $1.50 move to the downside. You can maybe even use Micron as a barometer to kind of gauge trades in NVIDIA or AMD. NVIDIA, little bit of support here around yesterday's low. We're opening right at yesterday's low. Some resistance pre-market here at 174. You can maybe look for 174 entries on NVIDIA short. You can see previous support there yesterday, very briefly in the afternoon. And then you see this resistance here. Kathy Wood also buying some shares of NVIDIA. Maybe that might be a curse or a blessing. We don't know. We will see. But look for 174 for possible resistance on NVIDIA. Micron, you look for 59.75. And there we have it. All right, guys. Well, there you guys have it. Let's go back full screen on my charts. Adam, please, for a moment. You heard me just say 174. Look for that short on NVIDIA. And I just drew a line across 174 for all of the folks watching the live stream. And there is 174 for the short entry. And you can see the stock completely sold off and completely rolled out of bed. And those folks, those are video clips. Okay. Those are video clips from pre-market. Every single morning, we go over the watch list and the game plan, just like you just saw me say right there in those video clips for Bed Bath & Beyond. We said, you break 1075, this goes to 9. We said, watch 174 for shorts on NVIDIA. This is exactly what ended up panning out today. And folks, Jessica, I told you NVIDIA, Micron. We also talked about AMD. That was the NVIDIA trade. Jessica using that exact same analysis to go after and attack AMD to the short side. You could have took your pick today on the semiconductors. AMD and NVIDIA were the best ones to the short side. Micron, I would say, was probably number 3. But AMD and NVIDIA were the best shorts on this. And I'm bringing Jessica's on here with me, guys, to go over with you. Jessica is one of our trading moderators inside of True Trading Group. And I'm bringing her on here to help walk you guys through her trade today on AMD short. Was an absolute monster on the back of that analysis, folks. Let's go ahead, Jessica, break us down.
Yeah, so actually this morning around, I think it was like 8:30, after Professor gets done with the first round of Colada, all of the other mods jump on and go over analysis for the day. And I went in there this morning because we went over a couple different ideas last night in STR, and a lot of them were panning out this morning. So I told everybody in chat that I was looking at NVIDIA as my gauge, but I wanted to see if we could break 98 in AMD and then retest and hold. And if that level holds, then I would look for the short in AMD rather than NVIDIA. So this morning, right off the bell, like this trade was very fast. I think I entered at like 9:38 or something like that. But I was watching as I pulled my fibs. You had your 32 fib, you had your 98 resistance level there, which was previously support. And we were flagging there. So as soon as we broke back down through VWAP, we put in those 2 tails on the 3-minute chart. Mike already has them highlighted there for you guys. We put in those 2 tails. I got short with a stop just above the high of day at 98.25, because if we broke back above that level, then my trade idea would be, it would be a wash and I would let it fill the gap. So Going into the trade, I was looking for a breakthrough low of days. So literally I got in the trade and 2 minutes later, I took my first piece of profit down there at 96.93 was my first take profit on that trade. So literally right where we put in that green tail. And then I just kind of let the stock do its thing and it rolled over today. It was a slower trade. But the overall market was really choppy. So I was happy with the gain from the trade, especially with the action going on in the market. I then took profit in front of support at 95.93 at 10.14. And then I took another piece of profit at 94.53 at 12.08. Actually, while I was on a one-on-one with one of our lifetime members, I was like, hey, can you hang on a second? I got to take profit really quick. He was like, yeah, that's a good problem to have.
Oh, that's awesome.
So took profit there. And then we did like just barely break that 50-day moving average. We couldn't like flush below it. So I ended up taking my final profit at 95.67 at 3.50 today.
Beautiful.
So that was the plan last night in STR. Like we went over, you know, if that level were to continue to hold. And then it helped because we got the MU news from Micron. So, you know, that really helped to the short thesis on the idea. So that's why I just immediately shifted my attention to AMD short, because with the news on Micron, it just helped the overall trade idea. So,
and even yesterday, right? Yesterday you had NVIDIA with their warning. So NVIDIA gave you a warning on guidance yesterday, and that gave you weakness in the semiconductors. And then you come out with Micron today and gives you another warning on their guidance, and that added to the weakness in the semiconductor space. And guys, don't forget, the reason why this was such a big deal, why it created so much weakness in the semiconductor space today, why this is one of the top trade ideas on the day, was because Micron just reported earnings like 5 weeks ago, and they lowered guidance 5 weeks ago. You're telling me after you lowered guidance already, 5 weeks later, you feel compelled and you feel it's necessary to lower your guidance again? That's why you had so much weakness there. That's why you had so much weakness there on the semiconductor space.
Yep. And then all while we were in this trade, I think we were up to like a 5% gain on the shop short, which I've been stalking shop for days. Like I've been bringing it up in chat. I even took a loss on it twice on Friday in chat, but it just wasn't ready to roll yet. And
sorry to cut you off real quick. I just want to welcome Mark. Why don't you take this one, Jessica?
Welcome, Mark, to the family. Let me see. How many laptops are left?
4.
Okay, we've got 4 laptops left. Welcome, Mark, to the TTG fam. Let's go. How did I do, Mike?
Yes, I like it. I love it. You can just Mark. Everybody, Mark, welcome to the family. Everybody, welcome Mark. Go to teachtheoffer.com, folks. We're almost out. We were almost sold out. There's only 4 spots left. You got to go to teachtheoffer.com. You got to enter the code TTG121. 4 spots left. Go to teachtheoffer.com. If you see a beautiful laptop sitting inside of your checkout cart, that is how you know you're getting one of the 4. But there's only 4 left. And then the price is going to go up. Okay? You have 4 spots left. Again, TTGoffer.com. That's it. You guys enter that coupon code. You're going to be good to go. All right. If you have questions, remember, if you have questions, send a text to 786-505-4047. Again, 786-505-4047. Oh boy.
All right, here we go. Welcome, Ron, to the TTG fam. 3 laptops left. Let's go.
You guys got to go to TTG.
You better run.
Let's go, baby! TTGoffer.com. Guys, get your butt in chat. Tomorrow's going to be huge. Tomorrow's going to be massive. I'm telling you guys this now. Tomorrow could literally dictate what the market's going to do for the entire rest of the year. If you botched the first half of this year, do not botch the second half. Do not let it happen. Get your butts in chat.
This hype game is like strong, bro.
Yes,
This is how I feel when we're winning in chat. And I'm like, let's go. Mike's taking profit. I'm taking profit. Wolf's taking profit. Let's go. Like,
You
this
know
is
what?
how
I'm going to bed
every
because
day.
I'm going to bed because I want everything. I just want everything to go away. I just want it to be tomorrow. Guys, I'll see you later. I'm going to.
Mike's peacing out. Okay, it's all me.
That's it. But guys, listen, on all seriousness, take advantage of this. You got the 46% off. The price is going to go up. We've been moving the price up about $200 already over the last 2 weeks. Don't let this price get away from you guys. We kept it here. I still haven't seen Jay Shockey, which is just an absolute nuts. That Jay Shockey has still not joined the TT family, who's the person that asked that we extended this sale in the first place. But you guys, make sure you guys take advantage of one of these 3 spots. All right, you got 3 spots left. Remember, as long as you see one, that means you're getting one. Hurry up, guys, and go ahead and grab those. Grab one of those free spots. Jess, congratulations on another monster day. The queen of the mid caps, continuing the slaughter. I'm telling you, Lisa Sue's going to have real issues with you pretty soon. You might get a civil thing against like shareholders of AMD for continuously just destroying that stock.
That's why I feel like, okay, I'm going to take half and I'm going to use it towards my family. And then I'm going to take the other half and put it in the stock so that she doesn't come find me.
Yes, there it is. Like, no, Lisa, I'm a shareholder. I swear I'm a shareholder.
I own your stock. I swear.
Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. I'm going to make sure to vote at the shareholder meeting for your compensation package. I promise I will vote.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, guys, we'll get your butt in chat. There's 3 spots left with a laptop. So that'll give you laptop to trade on, and we'll see you in chat at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Jess, congrats on a big day. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody give a big thank you to Jessica, and congratulations everyone that nailed those trades with her to the downside today. Big day there in chat as the pre-market game plan and analysis that I just showed you guys on those video clips worked out perfectly.
Yep. And for those of you, I see a million comments about Roblox. For those of you asking, I will be in STR tonight going over what my game plan would be, and I will be in chat tomorrow morning after the data comes out. So for all of you wondering what my game plan is with Roblox, I will go over all that before market opens in chat.
Hey, Jess, real quick. What is the super smiley face in Roblox?
Oh, jeez. Adam, you might be way better at this than me, bro.
So apparently my daughter wants me to buy her, and it's 100 and something Robux. It's an $800 mask.
What? That's insane.
Look, bro. All I know is that if you're not bullish on Robux on Roblox, you ain't paying attention.
Stock's down 20% right now too.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
And Adam has 5 Lamborghinis in his Roblox.
That is not true. That is not even remotely.
In his Roblox world, he does.
Yes, in my Roblox world, I do.
Yep, I've seen it. I follow his world. Trust me.
Thanks.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep. All right, guys. Well, listen, folks. So there you have it. So we got clear game plans now, right? We went over some really good trades today. We got some clear game plans for tomorrow regarding the SPY with the CPI numbers. The mods and I, including Jessica, will be in chat tomorrow morning to talk you guys through that process. Once that number comes out, you want to make sure you guys get in chat. There's only a couple of spots left for the free laptop and for the 46% discount. What I'll do now, guys, this concludes the educational aspect of the live stream, okay? So if you are not interested in joining a TTG membership, you guys can sign off the live stream now, but only after you subscribe to the channel and you smash the like button. Because what I'm going to do now is for those that are interested, I'm actually going to show you what the TTG platform looks like so you guys can see all the tools, see all the resources, all the courses, everything you're going to get access to as a member so you guys fully understand the value of the TTG platform and what your money is actually going to be getting you. Because of course, you guys are going to get, our chat room, right? Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the microphone. We're calling out our trades in real time. We're with you from pre-market till after hours, giving you the entire game plans like I showed you there today, trading with you in real time, talking to you on the microphone. And then if you can't be in chat, don't stress it. We've got a mobile app that if you can't be in front of your computer, you can listen along on your mobile device. You can see the screen share, see the chat. You can listen to the audio analysis. And best part, you get real-time push notifications. Okay, you get real-time push notifications whenever one of our moderators enters or exits a trade. That is how so many of our members are able to benefit from this while working full-time jobs. You're also going to get 2 small private study group sessions, your chance to ask questions and go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with directly with one of our professional traders so that you can get the help you need to speed up your learning curve. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. Benzinga, this newsfeed, if you went to Benzinga on your own, it's going to cost you over $1,000 a year. Do not pay that. It is included free with your membership when you join True Trading Group, as well as everything else I'm about to show you. You're going to get TradingView's premium charting software. This would cost you about $600 a year. Don't pay that. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You also get the Trade Ideas scanner that makes sure that you are always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. This will cost you a few hundred.
Your sound is completely messed up. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you.
Okay, sounds like everybody can hear me there.
No, they can't. They definitely can't. It's coming in every other word.
And I have no idea why.
I don't know either. Maybe just refresh your restream.
How's that? Is that any better?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, better.
Oh, I can't hear you now, Adam.
He'll be right back, guys. He's just going to go ahead and refresh his streaming, and he will be right back in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh, I miss you too, Money Trades. Code word for tonight. Yep, I'll do the code word while we wait for Mike to figure out the internet. Code word for tonight is, let's see, what are we going to call it? We will do...
How's that? Is that any better?
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. All I did was just refresh, but if that
Code word for tonight, this is code word 6 of 18, is refresh.
Nice. There you go. The code word for tonight is refresh. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I'm not sure what happened, but I just refreshed my system and seems like we are good to go. So I'll pick things right back up where we left off. That Trade Ideas scanner is how you're going to make sure you're focused on the hottest stocks during the day. It'll cost you a few $100 if you go to... I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, guys. So we have the scanner. And Mike is going to need better internet before tomorrow morning. So that's something. It's not as Mike. Anyways, Joe, just keep going through it. I'll tell them what you get. We got the Trade Idea scanner. Go to the next thing. I'll say it on screen. We have our simulator, which will allow you to trade stocks and options, okay, using fake money and real-time data from quote media. All right. We have our own proprietary scanner, which has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but with real-time data. All right, streaming during the day. You can save your scans and come back to them time and time again. Next slide, Joe. We have real-time options flow data, unusual options data. If you're familiar with a company called Unusual Whales, we have all of the same data available directly to you guys. We also have dark pool data, information that the pros have now, directly in your fingertips with the True Trading Group membership. This is all included for the 1187. Then we have a trading journal, so you can analyze all of your trades. This is especially cool if you're keeping track of your trades, which you should, and also when you're doing your one-on-ones, you can share your trading journal with the mod in order to get a better idea of your performance and how we can help. We have a social sentiment scanner. All right, this is great for getting a lead on which stocks are talked about on social media, the sentiment behind those stocks from Twitter, Wall Street Bets, Stock Twits. Next slide, Joe. We then have full and cumulative analyst ratings, thanks to Quote Media. Okay, we have cumulative analyst ratings, everything you want to know, all downloadable for any stock that you want. Then we have the watch list every single day. Every day between 8:30 and 9 a.m., a brand new watch list is posted. All right, gives you our game plan for the entire day. Then, of course, we have the courses. Joe, do me a favor, post the syllabus in chat. Joe will post the syllabus in chat. But the thing about our course is it's an 18-course curriculum. Whether you've never traded a day in your life or you're a seasoned pro looking for an edge, True Trading Group has the courses that you need to succeed. Everything from starting day one with fundamentals all the way up to advanced options trading and now futures trading with our new futures course. Every course is in video and text format, so you can read and listen and follow along. All right. There we go. Next up, Joe. Then we have a video library with over 300 hours. Over 300 hours of video content that is growing on a daily basis because every day we do live workshops with our members. We record them, we put them online for everyone to watch, and it's free to attend these workshops on a daily basis. The one that is every morning is called the Colada Club. Starts at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Every morning, goes till about 9 o'clock. That's our pre-market workshop. Next. All right, so all you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com. Put in the coupon code. You actually have to manually enter the coupon code. That's TTG121. You have to put it in, click apply code, or hit enter. The screen will flash green for a second, just like what you're seeing. The price will be reduced to $11.87. There are, how many laptops do we have? What do we get? Oh, Jesus.
You have 3 left.
3 left. Thank you. we have 3 laptops remaining this evening. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you are getting one. Okay? So that is the deal. If you see one in the checkout cart, it's on the screen right now. It'll say you're getting a brand new Asus, HP, Acer, Dell, or Lenovo. If you see one, it is not a mistake. You are getting it. Sign up and snag it. We will be able to see on our end that you signed up with that laptop in the cart. You do not need to enter your address. You will receive an email immediately after signing up, which will show you how to go ahead and claim that laptop. Shipping is free. If you are, as long as you live on planet Earth, we will figure a way to get the laptop to you. All right, it's as simple as that. We have a trial. Trial ain't worth talking about tonight. Not based on what's about to happen tomorrow. So if you really want to do the trial, it's ttgthree.com. It's a $3 trial. You sign up, you pay $3 one time. You never pay ever again unless you manually re-sign up. But the $3 just to prove you're a real person. That's it. All right? I got to get out of here. Mike's got to figure out why his internet sucks. You guys have to go on ttgoffer.com. Put in
How's my audio now? Is the audio better?
Sign up. What?
Is the audio better? Is it okay now?
It is now.
That's not my internet. It must have been my microphone. My internet's fine.
All right. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, guys, get your butts in chat. Mike will make sure that his microphone is perfect for tomorrow, so you guys don't have to worry about that. We'll see you bright and early when CPI comes out, and get ready to learn trade and profit with us tomorrow. All right?
Hey, yo. Awesome.
Thank you.
Great, guys. Take care. Have a great night. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications. Do not miss out on these lives ever. Do not miss out on CPI data, which could literally dictate what the markets do for the entire rest